Hello everyone, this presentation is looking to introduce you in the world of fast food. For this, we have as a case study Kfc restaurant chain, which started in the American market and expanded rapidly to the point of reach new cultures such as the Asian one, revolutionizing the lifestyle and the way of eating, especially the Chinese people. Moving to the Asian market is the challenge that Kfc had to deal with. In this way, the fast food restaurants are known through different strategies such as building long-term relationships, differentiating with good services, effectiveness of delivering great unique experience, and developing brand loyalty programs. KFC started its business in the United States, selling fried chicken in the city of Carbon, and adopted a franchise business model. This helped it to expand rapidly and sell a product at low price with a limited menu. Reaching the Chinese culture meant to redesign its business strategy, seeking to adapt to this new culture. Before explaining how KFC adapted to the Chinese culture, let's look at some key concepts for a better understanding. The first thing to take into account is that the home and the foreign market are two dimensions that must be differentiated in order of communication, economical level, and internal regulation, as opposed lifestyle, preference, and values. The values are important since it considers principles, beliefs, values, and attitudes into context, the high and the low. In addition, an internal culture of the company guarantees a better level of service and differentiating factor in the market. Finally, the promotional mix must adapt in the five activities. This in order to raise awareness and encourage sales in the long term. In this way, we will explain how KFC reached the Chinese market, developing strategies and processes to adapt to the culture, adjusting to the needs of people, and identifying ways to grow as fast as it did in the United States, analyzing the competition and difficult situations, turning them into opportunities. To start, the Chinese market and culture are very dynamic in terms of lifestyle and interest. Transactional practices have the greatest influence because it changed the way they eat. As a first step, the company had to adapt to the culture, taking the process of acculturation because the location of the restaurants is correlated with the perception and attitudes of the Chinese. The Chinese population have developed a kind of attraction for some services that these outlets can offer them. As evidenced in the pie chart, we can identify that Chinese people look for from Western fast food restaurant is the convenience, environment, and fast food as the essential aspects of the experience. This accounts for 70% of the total. As KFC considered a success in China, the company went through a redesign of its strategy that is implemented in the United States market, leaving aside offering the public a limited, low-cost, and takeaway product. Thus, the consumer was the KFC first task to attract consumers from China. Expanding the menu and physical store was what they did, adapting places with a large spaces to receive groups of people and friends and family, appealing to the collectivist Chinese culture value. Also, they expand rapidly through small cities by adopting a service practice with the work team and promote good health among its consumers. The previous actions allowed the company to take a competitive advantage in the market, as evidenced in the bar graph, where the trend through time has been positive and has increased 6.5% and 19.5% throughout the years, reaching its highest point in 2018, obtaining a revenue of $5.69 billion. Competition is a primary factor to take into account. This is also how one of the largest franchises reached the Chinese market. Referring to McDonald's, although in its beginnings it did not have grown as fast as KFC, it is the second most recognized Western fast food brand. The rapid growth of these two companies can be explained by expansion of demand and market learning. But not everything is easy. KFC had a problem in China through the social networks, because online news published that the company's chicken suppliers were injecting hormones to accelerate product growth, and this went against the principles and values of citizens, as well the philosophy of KFC safe food. The solution was apologize and ensure better traceability of the final product. Despite the previous challenge, KFC continues to grow today. The graph is a representation of the number of outlets disposed by KFC in comparison to McDonald's by 2016, in which is clear the advantage it has for territorial coverage of the main regions of China, which in conjugation with their reputation is a winner mix. We might not know how the market is going to change or our customer behavior is going to evolve around the concept of fast food franchise, but at least KFC is prepared to overcome and adapt, following all the strategies we have identified before and keeping culture the main pillar of this management. Thanks. This is a compilation of some bibliographies of images that do not have public domain, but that could be used by given recognition of the author. The rest of the image have a public domain. Not a bit more. Thank you very much.